All right, we want to support St. Vincent de Paul and all of the wonderful work that they do here in our community. Joining me now is Dave Calzi, CEO of St. Vincent de Paul, and Julio Anthony, Associate Director of Community Support. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
So for those that don't know, St. Vincent de Paul, your reach is massive in our community.
Yeah, it is. We've been around since 1853.
Wow.
So
long time.
A long time, 170 years. And our mission is to house, feed, and support those in need with compassion and dignity. And on campus in Shelby Park, a lot of folks don't realize, a lot of folks in the community know us for our thrift stores and our open hand kitchen, where we're serving about 10,000 meals a month. But others don't realize how much housing we do on campus: emergency shelter, transitional housing, and permanent supportive housing.
170 years that you've been around, that means the need is still there, will be there, more than likely.
Yeah, it is. You know, it's one of those things where you wish you could just go out of business because there wouldn't be any demand, but we know that's not the case. And so we're going to be here, you know, for another 170 years and doing the things that we do. We're saving lives every day. And
what does it mean for you, Julio, to do this?
Oh, I love it. I've been at St. Vincent close to a decade now, in the form of working with the children of those families that do live in our community that we have at St. Vincent de Paul, on campus and off campus. And then we also have community partners that we collab with to bring in more children in the 40203 zip code in order just to give them stability, structure, and give them some things that their parents sometimes probably can't provide for them, such as STEM programming and just a lot of other things that will help the social emotional learning. And then also with us being trauma informed, we are able to assist with that realm that they thrive for.
I think people think sometimes the life struggle or homelessness impacts only adults, and they're surprised to learn how many children in our community are impacted by this struggle.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the stress and trauma is significant on those kids. I mean, if you look at the statistics with JCPS, the number of students that technically find themselves homeless, it's a shocking number.
It's heartbreaking.
It is.
Very heartbreaking. So you're also almost a year into the, I want to say it correctly, Ozanam in the men's homeless shelter. This is the first shelter in Louisville to operate 24/7 with no check-in and check-out. I went there a couple of years back. It's a remarkable facility.
Yeah, it is, and you know, it's providing much-needed support for folks that otherwise, quite frankly, may not survive on the street. So it's an emergency shelter, and one of the things that we try to continually do is lower the barriers for entry into that particular facility. And so eliminating check-in, check-out was a huge opportunity. I mean, I'll give you an example. There's a number of men in the shelter that work at night. They work third shift, and so they have a place to go during the day and sleep. And working third shift, sometimes you can earn more money. And we've had examples recently where folks have been able to get out into permanent housing. Their income has gone up, and so it's just a great success for us.
And for so many people, it doesn't take much to fall on hard times. It can be anything and everything.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, there's I think a lot of myth out there in terms of, well, it's because somebody must have done something wrong, or there's some form of substance abuse or mental health issues. While all that may be true, the reality is that it's a lack of affordable housing in our community. That people find themselves in that situation.
So you're also in the middle of your summer appeal to help fund the Family Success Center. What do you want folks to know?
We would just like for folks to just understand where we're at, where we are located in Smoketown, and then of course near Shelby Park as well, and then just also getting the message out to them about how and what we do for our kids that are living in the community. And we just want to, you know, collaborate and have, you know, different partnerships with everybody that's in that area just to continue to build community. And then also, you know, our main thing is giving that type of structure for the children, because a lot of them do not see it when they go home, and they only see it when they leave home. And we want to make sure that they have that example of what they should be looking for.
Have you seen lives transformed by the work of St. Vincent de Paul?
Oh yeah, so many lives, so many lives. I see a lot in our children that come to our program. We've had our first graduating class in 2019, so on the cusp of the pandemic. So just seeing those young adults become adults.
And we're looking at your all's website right there on our screen right now. Folks watching this and they think, okay, I am heartbroken by what folks are dealing with in our community, people who are truly in a struggle. How can they help the work that you all do?
There's a lot of different ways to help. I mean, number one, just come down and volunteer. There's lots of volunteer opportunities, whether it's in our kitchen or just helping us around campus. It's the old St. Paul's Church, built in 1900. And so there's a lot of maintenance needs, a lot of things that we need help on campus. The other is just really just supporting what we do with with their treasurer. I mean, we do have support through different governmental agencies, but that's only about 40% of our budget. The rest of it has to come from the generosity of the community. And so when folks come on campus and they see what we do, it's real clear. It's real clear in terms of what you'd be investing in.
Where do you want to head? Where do you want the goal to be?
We want to continue to obviously improve and increase exits to permanent housing. The example before with the emergency shelter going to 24/7 is an innovative way to do that. But just to continue to do what we do, the mission's very simple. It's to house and feed and support those in need, and it's never going to change. It's always going to be there. But what we do and how we do it may change.
Absolutely.
And it clearly needs to change, but there's folks have a right to shelter, and the more that we can do that, the better.
Yeah, if you are bothered or impacted or you want to make a change, please visit St. Vincent de Paul. Find out what you can do in your community. I know that we all are impacted by this. This is our brothers and sisters who are truly struggling.
Absolutely.
Where can folks go for more information?
Go to svdplu.org. The website is great, and it is very easy to navigate.
Okay, thank you so much for the work that you do.
Thank you, Maira.
All right,
Appreciate
we'll be
it.
right back. Coming up.